Hi everyone, this is Arjita and this is my card video for the Save the Crafty YouTuber blog hop. This is put together to support many talented crafty YouTubers who are affected by YouTube's new monetization policies. There are many wonderful companies who have sponsored hundreds of prizes for this blog hop. So let's begin. And for today, my card is going to feature my favorite coloring technique, which is the no-line coloring. I have used a stamp set from Pink Fresh Studios, and this is a beautiful flower cluster, and I'll be stamping it on some watercolor paper using my distress ink in antique linen. So this is a different kind of a floral cluster, and I wanted to create a gap in between so that I can put my sentiment right there. So I'm basically creating a mirror image of the floral cluster, and then we'll be painting it with some watercolor pencils. So I always like to use distress ink in antique linen for my no-line coloring and some good quality watercolor paper. Arch's cold press water paper happens to be my favorite, but there are many more like Canson, Fabriano. All of them are really nice. So I'm going to use my Derwent Intense pencils today and some water to paint this beautiful cluster. So this is a set of 12 pencils, and I chose a few shades of green, and I started painting the leaves. So this green is a little brighter, and I really wanted a muted green, which is my favorite, but this was a little bright, and this is looking good. But later I found that this set of 12 has a beautiful olive sap green color as well, and this is what I'm adding now. So I'll just go over the leaves one more time with this sap green color. So this is a beautiful dark olive color, and it makes the card a little more muted and adds some variation in the leaf. So all the leaves are going to be different because this is how they are in nature, and I'm no ways trying to recreate or duplicate any of the leaves. So I'm trying to look into the original stamp, which is going to help me find all my lines, and that's how I'm going to color all the green area in the image. So the coloring is very simple, and I really enjoy doing no line coloring with all watercolor mediums and even pencil coloring. So I really like doing this style of watercoloring, and here I'm adding some shades of pink. This is a beautiful fuchsia pink, which is in this set of 12 pencils. So quickly I'll add all these petals in pink, and I'm adding the intense color at the edge and then blending it with water. So I am using a tiny brush here because this image is quite tight, and I wanted it to be very precise and within lines. So this is how I usually paint. I also enjoy using water brushes, and but they are generally a little more broader, and for this kind of an image I needed a thinner one. So I will just finish this pink flower, and for the center flowers, they are the tiny little flowers. I decided to go for some yellow colors so that the entire front panel becomes brighter and more cheerful. So now since there are no areas left in the flowers which are dry, I have to wait in between, and then I'll begin painting and adding more colors. I really take my time and don't usually put my paint next to each other. I mean, I skip petals so that the ink doesn't flow into each other, and there is a distinct petal there, and the petal should have its shadows and highlights, which makes it look pretty. So we are almost done with the pink flowers, and I will just check if I have left any of the areas, the green areas. We'll finish that, and then I will be adding my yellow color. So these are some wildflowers, I guess, and there is no particular shape in that. So I'm just painting them with yellow, and for the centers I will add a tinge of brown and green. So I usually don't put a black or a brown center in my flowers. I like to give it a little green uh, hint of color, and that is how I have finished this card. So I think the coloring is almost done, and we will move for the sentiment. And there are a couple of beautiful sentiments in this stamp set, and we will be using some VersaFine black onyx ink, which is my favorite when it comes to stamp sentiments. This ink is super sharp, crisp, and gives beautiful results. So I'm using my Misty, and I will select one of the sentiments which fits right there, and I will just use my Misty and stamp it. So the sentiment says flowers are always a good idea, and that is so true. I decided to finish my card with some sequins. These are by Pretty Pink Posh, and this particular sequence was just not ready to stick. It gave me a tough time, but finally I did finish my card. This is the card for today. Now, I would like you to join the blog hop, and all the details are mentioned in the description box below. I've also mentioned the products I have used. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Please leave me a comment, and it really makes me so happy. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye bye. Take care.